Apple warning. All devices need to be updated ASAP. Oh dear. Let's take a look. This is not good. The reason for this, they're saying, is there is a potential security flaw where people can access your device and your data, and that's not a good thing. So if you have Apple devices, please make sure you watch this video. We'll go over what the updates are covering, and make sure you go in and update your devices as much as you can. That's rule number one. Now, I will admit that I am really bad at that. I don't update my devices barely ever because it's a slight inconvenience to me. It takes me out of my normal day-to-day, so I just usually avoid it until it becomes an actual problem, and it will become an actual problem. If you do not know how to check for updates, I'm going to show you here later in this video, but first, let's see what these updates cover and what they are doing. The good news is Apple is releasing a lot of updates for their devices lately. It doesn't look like they're going to be slowing down anytime soon. They just released several updates for their iPhones, their iPads, their Apple TVs, Apple Watches, and even their old iPod Touches. And if you don't remember what those are, just go look them up in a history book. So what does this mean? Pretty much means you need to go update all your Apple devices now. For the iPhone, the iPad, we're getting iOS 15.6 and iPad iOS 15.6. And from the release notes, here are some of the new things that are going to be changing. The TV app is going to add an option to live sports games where we can restart them even when they're in progress. We can rewind them, we can pause them now, we can fast forward. And me as a sports fan, I really like this because you come in late to a game, you want to start it over, you'll catch up later through the commercials. That is very useful. We're also fixing an issue with Braille devices that used to slow down or stop when you were using them in your text app or your mail. And they're fixing an issue with Safari where a tab used to revert back to a previous page. But even more than some of those convenience things, as I go through here, it says that there are 36 patches that are being updated for security reasons as well. So that, above all, should be the reason why you're updating your devices. For the Apple Watch, they're releasing Watch OS 8.7, which does have some convenience features, but also has over 24 important security updates. 24. Apple TV gets tvOS 15.6, which comes with over 24 security updates as well. Ugh. So let's dig into the why, the theory of why we update our devices. It comes down to two things for me. Number one is the new features, okay? Apple's always listening to its community. It's trying to make things better. It makes these small little tweaks and things like that with its devices, and you get the updates, and it's more convenient and better for you. The other reason, and which is very apparent with these new updates, is security breaches. There are new security holes and vulnerabilities that are found that they need to update, okay? So we have to participate. We have to update our own devices. I know, you don't gotta tell me, it's inconvenient, but believe me, it's way less inconvenient than getting your phone hacked and your data stolen. Okay. In case you're new to the game, I'm going to show you the easiest way to update your devices. We're just going to use this iPhone here. All you need to do is make sure you have a stable internet connection and make sure your device is plugged in. Let's take a look. Okay, with an iPhone, an iPad, or an iPod Touch, yes, I said iPod Touch, go to Settings, go to General, and tap Software Update. That will make your update happen very simple. With an Apple Watch, you have two ways you can update your watch, either from your iPhone or from the watch itself. On your iPhone, you will open the Apple Watch app, go to General, Software Update. I generally also always check the automatic updates here as well. On the watch itself, you'll need to go into the Settings app, go to General, Software Update, and follow the instructions. On your Macs, we will click on the Apple icon on the left side of your screen, go to System Preferences, and go to Software Update. And on your Apple TVs, open the Settings app on the Apple TV, go to System, Software Updates, and then Update Software. Simplicity is the name of the game here. Apple does very well with that. They try to make things so few steps, so easy to do that you'll actually do the updates. And again, they're listening to the community. They want their apps to be more functional, be easier to use, but the number one reason, and we talked about this, was for the security patches. You don't want your phone to be hacked. You don't want your data to be stolen. That would be very bad. I know it's not the most convenient thing. I'm very bad at this myself, but let's make a bond today. Let's make a promise to each other. I'm gonna work on this if you guys will work on this. Let's do it together, huh? If you found any of this useful, please hit the like, subscribe, the little bell dingling thing. I'm Cray with Dale, dumbs it down, and thank you for watching.